Good morning and welcome back to Everything Apple all through the month of September. First, let me share with you what we had for dinner last night. You know how you're supposed to have beans and rice in your pantry? Well, we've always loved beans, and there's just some pinto beans I cooked up with ham, onion, and garlic. And we eat it on rice. I like stewed tomatoes on mine with some baked cornbread. That is a really good dinner. So, for dessert, I had to top that dinner and I made apple pie croissant rolls. Very easy recipe. Anybody can do this and it was so delicious. So the ingredients are a pack of the Pillsbury Crescent rolls, some brown sugar, cinnamon, and whatever kind of apple you like. I ended up using a Fuji apple. Granny Smiths are good too. But the first step is to take a baking sheet and line it with some parchment paper. Then you're going to open up your crescent rolls. And y'all, I had a time with this crescent rolls. I need some help because it's been a while since I've bought one of these packs. And I opened this thing up, and it used to, you'd have little indentions to tear apart your crescent rolls. And you're going to watch me. I turn it over. I don't see any perforation, I thought it used to do that. And you would just pull apart the little triangles. Well, I looked and looked. I looked on one side. I looked on the other. I could not find that little cuts anywhere. I'm like, what in the world? It was just one long piece of dough. I mean, I held that thing up to the light. I still couldn't see it. And it got longer and longer the more I stretched on it, so I finally decided I just better use a knife and cut my own. If anybody else has noticed that, let me know if they've stopped putting that little cut line already in the dough. Anyway, so I just kind of guessed, and this is what it came out to look like, and I think that's about right. So you spread them out on your parchment sheet, and then you just take a brush and brush on some melted butter, and that's pretty easy to do. And I've already peeled and sliced my apples into nice little wedges. And I was thinking, this would be great with peach or pear, any kind of fruit. You could even put a banana and some chocolate chips and marshmallows at the top of each croissant, and that would be good. Just so many different ideas you can use for this recipe, but we're going to stick with apples because that's what we love and that's what we're talking about this month. So just sprinkle on the brown sugar. You could even put some chopped nuts in this with the apple. That would be good. And I just sprinkle on the brown sugar. And then I don't play with my cinnamon. I always buy it in bulk. So I got my big thing of cinnamon, and I'm just sprinkling cinnamon lightly onto each little triangle. It's always good before holidays to have the big container of cinnamon. Okay, and so now I just take the apple that's been peeled, and I did spray on some lemon juice. And then you just take your fingers and you roll it up. That is so easy. These were so delicious. And what we didn't eat for dinner, dessert, we had for breakfast the next morning. So you can see one can made 8 of the crescent rolls. That's a pretty good deal. So I just rolled all these up, and then I decided I really needed to clean up that parchment sheet because it had a lot of brown sugar on it, and I didn't want that to burn in the oven. So after I got everything all rolled up, I moved them off and put a clean piece of parchment paper on. And I think that would keep the smoke down in the oven. So there they are, and then you just take your butter and go right back over on the outside. And like I said, this recipe idea could be used for so many other different things. Of course, you know, you can do your pepperoni and your pizza sauce, and you could have that. There's just so much you can do with the crescent rolls, and that's why I like to use them. I'm just a little bit confused about why they didn't have it already cut for you, but maybe I just had a weird can, I don't know. Anyway, so I've got the oven set at 350, and I sprinkle on a little bit more cinnamon on top, and then they will go in the oven at 350 for about 15 minutes, but check your oven after 10 just to make sure. And that was it. That's all there is to it. And now they go in the oven, and now they're out of the oven. Oh man, these were so delicious, and they smelled so good. So I served it with a couple of scoops of vanilla ice cream. And I give my husband the big one over there. And he loved it, and I loved it, and we had a great dessert night. So give this one a try, y'all. This is easy. And right now, between now and Christmas, you can usually pick up the crescent rolls on sale. So go ahead and stock up on that. So I hope you liked it. Leave me some comments below. Thank you so much for subscribing, and share this video with others. And I hope everyone has a very blessed day.